Currently, this Angular connector and the Selenium connectors are running. So let's try a prompt where the AI should be able to use both of these without explicitly telling it to. Just give it a use case where it has to create an Angular component and test it, and we'll see whether it is able to choose both the agents or not. Say create an Angular component for a movie booking website homepage. Make sure mobile errors are there, and also test the page all the events are visible or not. So this is the prompt that should involve using the both the agents, where for creating the Angular component it should use the Angular agent, and for testing whether all components are visible or not, it should use the Selenium agent. So let's see. This is the routes file where add a route as soon as it creates a component. We're able to see that. It looks like it did just now. Homepage component it created, and this is the confirmation. This is the terminal where I'm running the Angular agent. Created these three files. Since the root is homepage, we can be able to try while it is still doing the host slash. So this is what it created, and it is still doing some task. Let me navigate to URL homepage URL. So it looks like when it is deciding to navigate to homepage URL, it is actually doing a Selenium test. Read it again what it did. Let me navigate to the homepage URL and start checking if all the key components are displayed. I will verify. See the next comment. I will launch the browser and navigate to the homepage, then I will verify. I am trying to make an API call, but the endpoint and methods aren't properly defined. I need to check what operation I am supplied. Here it stopped, but looks like it did a call to both the agents, and that we can confirm. So the API that raw Selenium connector exposes is execute. We'll see execute is called. Yeah, execute is called with this is this is the post call to execute. Result is success. Cloud PC template disabled. So there is a lot of options. Selenium test result do not match the expected movie booking website. The test results show a login page for Cloud PC templates. Okay, looks like it created an arbitrary code, but this is it provided an incorrect URL. HTTPS Cloud PC template. So it was not correct in providing the URL. So there is some lagging here. It tried to provide the URL of Cloud PC template, which is given as an example in the API doc, instead of trying to actually call the localhost 4200 endpoint for that API. Submit this. Let it summarize what it did. Analyze new right successfully created component part is successful. Build warning. There are two important warning that needs to be addressed. NG for directive is used, but common model isn't imported affected. This one it did not try to fix it. Testing issue. Let me see the status of the application. Here it is not showing any error. Okay. The automated test encountered a problem. Instead of movie booking website, test are shown cloud based template. This suggests incorrect URL routing. So in the next prompt, let me tell it you are testing wrong endpoint application running at with the path. This I will try to fix it through the API doc in future so that it doesn't hard code that particular URL by giving it more examples. For now, let me give it a follow prompt. You are testing wrong endpoint. The actual is running at so we should test this Also, ask it to fix this part. Also, fix. So it is fetching the homepage TypeScript file, so I can analyze its content, structure, and content. So it's completed. There is no changes to the page. There be some other failure would have happened. I'm launching browser to check homepage structure. Let me verify the section. How many cards? So there is some context, but do not mention the result. Success. Let's submit it and see what it summarizes. Parent is identified. Common model import missing. Component is using ng4 but does not import common model. This is causing warning. Content visible issues. Page structure is present but elements are not displayed in content, specifically not visible. Window section title or movie card show now showing. So it was able to validate using the Selenium connector that now showing an upcoming text it was able to see. Okay, next is add common model import. The common component needs to import common model for ng update the component. Add more features to the page. So making some update. Let's see if it, yeah, some update was made, but it resulted into an error. Can't bind to any model since isn't a motive input. It ended without being able to fix. Let's submit this. Ask it in the next prompt. Check the page again. There is an error showing. You can also check the logs of build to see the same and fix it. And these summaries that you're seeing, this is not something generated by the model. This is actually I have written additional logic where every time it is making an API call, I am sending the same API call request body to another completion API and asking it to summarize as a AI summary by using I as I am doing instead of saying what is happening. And that's where it is generating those statements. It's completed something. Let's see. Okay, the page error is gone, but something else is breaking. The UI itself is not visible. It would have broken some even more. So at this point, it is not in a stable position to actually fix the build errors. Error fix it is saying, but it's actually another error. Maybe it's visible in the console. There is no console error also. Let's see what is the component right now. This is the homepage component. There are some code. Okay, we are not pointing to the homepage now. It should be homepage. Okay, so this is how the page looks. Looks like it worked. So somehow that it got routed to home when it was fixing the error, but final product is looking fine. It was able to update it. So yeah, that looks good starting at this point. I will keep on updating the prompts, fix it.